See, and the question going around right now is, are new school fighting games making better or worse fighting game players?
I think it's a different set of skills that's involved in new school fighting games. Basically, it's the same set of skill because all the games are kind of similar.
Yeah.
You know, I have to say that I would say that the new school fighting games promote skills that are more related to the society.
Xian, what the hell are you talking about?
I'm sure, I'm serious about that. So the new school fighting games, they actually have the skill, be it Tekken, Street Fighter, the skill is guessing. And you need to guess better in real life as well. But all school fighting games, you learn skills that are useless in the real life. Execution. What does execution make you do your job better? You go to NVIDIA, you go to Google, you show them that you can do combos. Throughout the new school fighting games, you know, you learn how to guess better in the game. So you guess better. Like you can say that it's a 50-50, but we all know it's not 50-50, right?
That's right.
At the end of the day, guessing is a topic that's not covered by all the schools, all the courses. Guessing involves skill.
It does.
It does.
Yeah.
Like, it may be a very shallow skill, but there is skills involved. That's why, you know, top players guess better in nowadays games.
I can't believe that is an actual term. Guess better. Like, you have to guess better. So Lucas just brought the perfect analogy to the table. He said old school games are like working in the factory. You know, you're doing the same thing day in and day out. Ultimately, your execution becomes godlike.
Yeah, but look at all the factory workers. Are they buying the new houses? Are they buying all the Ferraris? No. The way they get a Ferrari is they get to do a job. Yeah, you know, and it's nothing to do with the execution. Didn't really change anything.
You're right.
But look at all the new people. They guess better. So what are they guessing? Look at the crypto market. Up or down. They guess. Look at the stocks. Up or down. You know, like, they guess. They guess according to the pattern, according to the player type.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Donald Trump. Is it up or is it down?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, now this time it's Xi Jinping, you know, like whatever, you know, like they guess better, you know. Like, a lot of the old school players, they test this a lot.
Yeah.
Really, they test it because they lack the skills for it. Unfortunately to say that, like most people, okay, so there was once I was sitting with a pro player, you know, and we're playing a ranked match, and he did a throw.
Okay.
He did a throw in the corner. I couldn't believe what went past his mind.
Okay.
Like, an OG would have not say anything, just guess like the person. He said he's streaming, just keep throwing it. Look at, in such a short sentence, he believes the streamer will get thrown 6 times in a row because if you throw 6 times in a row, I put the content on Twitter, I make money. I put the content on YouTube, I make money. And if you don't throw me 6 times in a row, I got out of it. So it's a win-win situation. He put himself in a win-win situation after doing a dry rock throw. That's crazy. Well, I was not even like focusing on the match. I was like, throw and I just decided what I want to do. Yes. He already guessed. Yeah. He went way further. The mind game was insane.
Yeah. You were relying on execution?
They were relying on execution. I just didn't want to miss my throw.
Yeah.
He really went steps ahead.
Yeah, he already made the guess at the start of the round.
Yeah.
I will say too, that I truly believe new school games make better fighting game players.
Yeah, because they guess better, or is there better reason?
Outside of guess better, that's a perspective I didn't. I just look at results. So we always see time and time again, old school players bashing the new games, and you know, they generally struggle to adapt to to the modern games. Their results show, right? But one thing that I have seen is the new school players try to go back to the old school games. And they actually, of course, they're not going to beat the old school players, but they can pick the games up faster than the old school can pick up new school.
That is actually true. And a lot of the new school players, they have such an attitude. I have to say, they actually went, CBS2 just made a new school.
Yeah.
They actually wanted to play the old school game to body the old school player.
Yeah.
And then they heard that role cancer is getting taken out of it.
Yeah.
They said, I don't want to play that.
Yeah.
Because if you take role cancer out of that, I think they felt like, that's more like a new game. And I'm probably going to beat everyone. And they say, that's not the same.
Yeah.
So it's like, because they genuinely believe that the old school player can only play the same thing. You can't even modify the timer.
No.
You can't modify the health.
No.
Like, they don't only believe in that same structure.
It's true.
But actually, I personally felt that, even if you take a role cancer, you're not going to beat boss.
No, you're not.
You're not
going to beat boss.
But they have the attitude like, if you take a role cancer, you think you can beat boss?
Yeah.
No. The thing is that that's not going to happen. But they don't even want to try if you take out the mechanics that the old school players are good at.
Yeah.
So attitude is very different.
Yeah.
I'll say.
But I'm in favor, even if I may disagree, I'm always in favor of whatever the new and modern fighting game is.
You like them? The new ones?
I'm in favor of them.
You have to explain what is in favor. That's a flavorful word that don't really express yourself. Multiple meanings.
I'm in favor of them.
In favor of them.
Okay.